Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the session. Guys, so letter writing was your assignment. I hope that all of you have completed it, but I'm seeing that not all of you have sent me your assignments, but guys, so I'm giving you a deadline till day after tomorrow, wherein all of you should show me your assignments and then we'll look into them. Okay, guys, see, it's very, very crucial to practice, because when you actually practice, that is when you understand ki where you're going wrong. You understand ki what would be a better way to write it. You will understand that, ma'am, I'm not able to condense the précis. Ma'am, I'm not able to know how to start a letter. Ma'am, I do not know how to write the address of the letter. That is when you will start facing these problems. Okay. So please make sure that you actually practice a lot, guys. That is the key. That is very, very crucial. Only when you practice it, only when you actually write it down, verbally we discuss, yes, but when you actually write it down, you will understand what problems you are facing personally. Okay, guys. So now, yes, all of you will write down the assignment. I will also give you a fresh batch of assignments, guys, that you will have to complete. Let us discuss your précis assignment. So let's take up a live example from the class. And then, guys, today we'll also be looking at meetings and agenda. So it's a very crucial day. It's a very crucial chapter. Let us first start with the assignment. Okay, let's see what the assignment was and how exactly a précis should have been written. Let's learn from the best of what your friends had done. Let's learn from the best, and let's also understand what mistakes we are making so that we don't continue making those mistakes. But guys, written communication is very crucial. Even as we saw the paper discussion yesterday, you would have, you've had a look at how much of writing has to be done and the marks that you get for them. 2 marks, 3 marks. So the weightage is less, the time is less, but we do have to write a lot. Okay, so we have to build up our speed as well. Okay, come on, guys. Look at the second one. Your practice exercise was the second one, diversity. So let's understand diversity here. Okay, right. Okay, see, guys, let's see. How do you go about this? Okay, diversity is the key attraction. Yeah, diversity is the key attraction of wildlife in India. This tells us the topic. Underline the keywords. Diversity is the key attraction of wildlife in India. The country is divided into varied geographical zones, hence varied habitat types. This has given rise to tremendous life forms that are diverse, enchanting, and amazing. So the keyword over here basically is diverse. Now you would also see here, guys, that a lot of words are repeated. For example, varied is repeated twice. So you needn't say varied geographical zones, hence varied habitat types. You can just say varied geographical zones and habitat types. Did you understand this? You have to basically remove the repeated words. But in your first reading, you should definitely identify which are the main ideas. Okay. Millions of people from India and abroad visit the protected areas of the country on wildlife watching trips. So visitors, there are a lot of visitors to these protected areas. Wildlife watching trips. There are many tour operators that conduct wildlife tours in India in packages. These are ideal for safaris, tour operators, packages in various states of the nation. The best season for travel is winters. Though a period around December may be extremely cold, most of the season is enjoyable with salubrious sunshine. Salubrious basically means healthy. Okay, for wildlife photography and filmmaking, hot summers are very good. Wherein or during which wild animals congregate, they group together. Co means together. So they come together or they assemble near the water holes in most of the parks. Okay. Now, let us understand this, guys. I will take up yours, précis first. We'll look into it. And then we'll see whether you've got all the points or not. And then we'll see what could have been an ideal amalgamation of all your summaries. Okay, let us start. Okay, this is the first live example from the class. Let's understand it. So wildlife in India. Okay, guys. So the title that you've provided is Wildlife in India. Okay. Diversity, the key attraction of wildlife. Guys, is this a complete sentence? Is this a complete sentence? A sentence is complete only if it has a verb in it. Which is the verb in the sentence? Tell me. Diversity is noun. The is article. Key is adjective. Attraction is noun. Of is preposition. Wildlife is noun. So which is the verb in the sentence, guys? Which is the verb in the sentence? Is this a complete sentence? No, it's just a phrase. So diversity is the key attraction of wildlife. Okay. India divided into varied geographical zones, resulting rise of enchanted life forms. India is divided. Guys, verb is needed. You cannot eliminate the verb. You have to write complete sentences. Resulting rise of enchanted life forms. Guys, where was enchanted? Was enchanted mentioned in the question? Was enchanted mentioned in the question, guys? So you cannot add words from your end. Tourists from abroad, tourists, because it says millions, no? So many. So tourists from abroad and India visit. See, please make sure that you're not adding additional points. Okay, for instance, see this. See the original question. Okay, that are diverse leads to traditional life forms that are diverse, enchanting, and amazing. You have picked up enchanting word. Okay, it's there in the question, but was this the main word or the main word was diverse? What was the main word, guys? Was it enchanting was the main word or diverse was the main word? What is the main word? Diverse was the main word. Okay, right. Now, tourists, because it says millions of tourists from abroad and India visit wildlife conducted by tour operator. Is the wildlife conducted by tour operator? Wildlife will be conducted by tour operator, or wildlife packages are conducted by, wildlife tours are conducted by the tour operator? Can an animal be conducted by the tour operator? So here you're distorting the meaning. Traveling is enjoyed in winter mostly with salubrious sunshine. And summers are suitable for photography when animals congregate near water holes mostly. See guys, you have taken the main point into consideration, which is good. You have written the main points. You've tried to cover it as holistically as possible. But what has happened is in the process, you have gone grammatically wrong. This is grammatically incorrect. The best part about this is definitely that you've tried to incorporate as many points as possible, which is good. You've covered the weather, you have covered the tours, you have covered tourists visiting India, you've covered varied geographical zones, resulting, it does not result in enchanted life forms, it results in diverse life forms which are enchanting. So the meaning changes. Okay, it's not given as it results in enchanted life form. Because there are varied geographical zones, diversity happens. So the main points are there, but grammatically it's become a little skewed. Did you understand this, guys? Yes or no? The best part about this Prezi is good points. Most of the points are covered. Title is good. Title is good. But some drawbacks here and there are that you've gone grammatically wrong now. We will see how, what would be the grammatically best option. Let us see other examples also from your friends. Come on. Let's see other examples also. One minute. One second, guys. Okay, yes, Abdul will repeat it once. See, the mistakes over here were diversity, the key attraction of wildlife. It should be diversity is the key attraction of wildlife. India is divided into varied geographical zones, resulting in diverse life forms. Tourists from abroad in India visit wildlife safaris and packages conducted by tour operators. Traveling is enjoyed in winter mostly, or you can say the best time to visit is the winter. Okay, summers are suitable for photography when animals congregate near water holes. Mostly is not required, it becomes unnecessary here. Okay, so the passage is well written. I mean, you've taken most of the points into consideration, but what has happened is in the process, you've eliminated the verbs itself, which makes, because of which, you know, the sentences are not complete. Only grammatical errors is what I can mainly find with this. Otherwise, main points are covered. That is good. But otherwise, grammatical errors are very apparent here. Okay. Okay, Akash, first of all, you have to understand that this comes only for 3 marks. Let's say if it comes for 2 or 3 marks, definitely, if it comes for 3 marks, I will definitely give you 2 marks. Okay, probably 1 mark for the grammatical errors would be deducted. 1 mark, either 1.5 mark or 2 marks. Okay. Guys, how many of you? Okay, guys, let's take up another live example and let us see the best points and the areas of improvement there. Okay, guys, all of you able to see? Able to see, guys? Yes. Which verdict, Adarsh? Okay, let's understand this. Diversity of a country is divided into varied geographical zones, giving rise to tremendous diverse forms. First of all, guys, okay, the passage, is it about India or is it about wildlife? I understand that you've written Incredible India, sounds like a very enchanting title for people to read into it. But see, guys, the entire passage is about wildlife. So wildlife has to feature. Okay, in your title, whichever is the main topic, no, that has to feature in your title. Even if your title is dull and boring, guys, it's okay, but it has to be complete. So wildlife in India was the best title. It was a good title. So stick to that. So say wildlife in India. Okay. Or the diverse, you can also say diverse wildlife of India. Okay, but wildlife should come. So diversity of our country, the diversity is not, again, where is wildlife? Okay, diversity is in the wildlife of the country because it's divided into varied geographical zones, giving rays to, guys, what is the difference between rise and raise? The sun rises in the east or the sun raises in the east? The sun rises in the east or the sun raises in the east? Rise means it happens on its own. Okay, but I'm going to rise the mouse or I'm going to raise the mouse. I'm going to rise the mouse. I'm rising the mouse or I'm raising the mouse. Correct. So raise. So raise basically means someone else is doing it. For example, your parents raise you. Correct, Adarsh. Your parents raise you. They are helping you grow. So rise is when it happens naturally and raise is when someone else does it. There is an agent which does it. So giving raise to, no, it has to be giving rise to. Tremendous life forms. Wildlife. Where is wildlife? There are many safaris in various states where millions of people from India and abroad visit. Is this the main point, guys? Is this the main point? Summers are best for wildlife photography as winters may be extremely cold. Now you've changed the meaning. The author says winter is a very good time to visit. Winter is a very good time to visit. Yes or no, guys? Did you understand how the meaning changes here? See, if you look at the original question, if you see the original question once, guys, it says the best season for travel is winters. Even though it is cold, but it is enjoyable because you have good sunshine. So now the meaning has changed. Okay, and it says millions of people from India and abroad visit the protected areas of the country on wildlife watching trips. Where is wildlife mentioned here? In the entire passage, you have written wildlife in the last line, but the main topic itself is wildlife. Did you all understand this, guys? So the winter meaning is changed. The author says winter is the best season. That meaning has been changed. Yes? Okay. Right, guys. Now let us understand what could be a perfect summary for this. So the title is, I would say wildlife is not mentioned. It's not about the entire country. Again, it's not about the entire country. It's mainly about wildlife. Write down the points in the order of importance. Okay, now don't worry, we'll see a perfect summary and then it'll become all right. You will understand it. Chalo, let's see. Okay, guys, let us write down the perfect summary for this, or let's say best, a workable summary. Perfection is good, guys, but we also have to look into time. So within the required time frame, within the required word limit, let's write it down. Okay, so let's make sure that it's around 50 words. Okay, guys, so what should be the title? What should be the title? Okay, I'm not able to come in the center, guys, but you will write it in the center. Okay, wildlife in India. You can even make it shorter. Indian wildlife. Okay, but yeah, let's stick to wildlife in India, whatever you have taken. Wildlife in India. Okay, right. Indian wildlife in India. Okay. Let us start with this. Now let us first draft and then the second draft will come in. Abdul, yes, technically in Pressy, the number of words should be mentioned. So it would be best that you mention it. Okay, right. So diversity is the key attraction of wildlife in India. The country is divided into varied geographical zones, hence varied habitat types. And this has given rise to tremendous life forms. So one way you can do is, no, Rishi, Pressy should be one whole para, just one paragraph with the main points. Okay, so varied geographical zones has led to diversity of, come on guys, you also can pitch in, varied geographical zones has led to diversity of wildlife in India a key attraction in India. Guys, sufficient or not for the first para? Varied geographical zones has led to diversity of wildlife, a key attraction in India. Is it correct or incorrect? The entire first paragraph, if I write it in this way, varied geographical zones is there, diversity of wildlife is there, key attraction is there, in India is there. If you want, let's add varied geographical zones and habitat types. Yes or no? Done? So you do it in such a way that at least from one para you get one main line. Correct or no? Use of punctuations become very important here now. Guys, did you understand this? Is this clear? I'm not saying this is the only way, but are you understanding how you have to integrate the points into one sentence? Yes, okay. Millions of people from India and abroad visit the protected areas of the country on wildlife watching trips. There are many tour operators that conduct packages. They are ideal for safaris in various states of the nation. Okay. See, how can I make this into 1 point or at least 2 sentences? Come on, guys. You give me tips and then I'll give you a sentence. Come on, you tell me. How can I make it into 1 or 2 sentences? Just identify the keywords first. So, you have to write India and abroad, tourists, protected areas, wildlife watching trips, safaris. How will you put it into 1 or 2 points? Come on. Come on, guys. Anyone? Go ahead. Anyone, guys, would want to put it into 1 or 2 points? You can go ahead and unmute yourself and contribute also, guys. 1 or 2 of you. Come on. It's all about draft. So even if you get a first draft which is wrong, it's okay. Correct it a little bit here and there. Come on. I'm just writing down a draft, then we'll cut it short. Okay, tourists from India and abroad visit the protected areas on wildlife tours conducted by many tour operators. What you can add over here is on wildlife tours, wildlife watching trips, and safaris conducted by many tour operators. Yes or no, guys? Will this work for the second paragraph? Will this work for the second paragraph, guys? Yes? Yes or no? And you don't just agree, you have a better way of writing it, tell me. Okay, let's look at the third para, guys. Let's look at the third para. Winter, though extremely cold. This is just the first draft. Use your own words as far as possible. Summer, when wild animals gather around water holes, is ideal for wildlife photography. Okay, guys. This will be a third para. Now, let us see if we can cut it short. First, let's count the number of words. So, okay, 17 words from the first para. 40 words, and let's say around 20 words. So it's coming up to 60 words, guys. We have to cut it short even more. Now you tell me suggestions, ma'am. This is how we can cut it short. Come on. Prerna, good. Remove millions of tourists. Just say many tourists, or this attracts tourists. We have to cut it short now, guys. Come on. Tell me areas where I can cut this short. This is my first draft. How do I cut it short? Come on. Varied geographical zones and habitat types has led to. Instead of this, what can I say? Leads to. Okay. Leads to diversity of wildlife, a key attraction in India. Tourists travel in winter is not needed because safari is good in summer. But Akash, that is your opinion. But the passage says winter is the best season to travel. So winter should come. Winter should come. Tourists. You needn't say from India and abroad. Chalo. Tourists. It's understood from everywhere. Okay. Or you can just say several tourists. Several tourists. Let's add that word instead. Several tourists visit the protected areas on wildlife tours. Wildlife watching trips is not needed because tours is enough. You can say wildlife tours and safaris conducted by tour operators. Many is not required. Chalo. So varied geographical zones and habitat types leads to diversity of wildlife, a key attraction in India. Several tourists visit protected areas on wildlife tours and safaris conducted by tour operators. Winters, though extremely cold, is the best season. No, I'll make it is ideal for traveling. Okay, is ideal for traveling. Owing to salubrious sunshine. Summer, when wild animals gather around water holes, is ideal for wildlife photography. Okay, any other word that I can cut short, guys? Okay, yes, let's remove though extremely cold. Chalo, that's not necessary. Okay, Adarsh. So winters is ideal for travel owing to salubrious sunshine. Summer, when wild animals gather around water holes, is ideal for photography. But I think though extremely cold should come because the sunshine part is there. What we can eliminate probably is when wild animals gather around water holes, probably. But see, anyway, I've removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words we have removed. 11, let's say. Chalo, 11 words we have reduced. It has come up to approximately 50. Okay. Right, guys. Did you understand this? How do you go about it? Your first draft and then your second draft, just cut short some of the words here and there. Did you all understand this, guys? Yes or no? Did you understand the process? Yes. Did you understand? So first I marked my keywords out. For every para, but see, this should come as one paragraph, okay? Because the space was in such a way that I wanted to show you. So I made it as 3 separate paras. You will write it as one paragraph, write the first draft, and then remove words from the first draft. For example, instead of saying has led to, leads to, a key attraction, okay, in India. Tourists, instead of saying from India and abroad, you can just add several tourists. Visit protected areas on wildlife tours and safaris conducted by tour operators. Winters, though extremely cold, is ideal for travel owing to salubrious sunshine. Summer, when wild animals gather around water holes, is ideal for wildlife photography. Okay, right. Abdul, your question? What is your question, Abdul?
Ma'am, in exam, like we should write this first draft, like we should write it on directly final draft. You can write, no?
Yeah. So
like
you do one thing.
two
Write
separate
down the.
drafts called as a first draft.
Sorry,
Two,
sorry,
two
Abdul.
separate two separate draft folders. Like first draft, we should write it down, or like for it's our rough ma'am.
So first draft is for your rough work. Okay. So what they will only see is your second draft. So write down the first draft either in pencil and score it out. Write down your first draft in pencil and score it out, and then quickly write down the second draft. Okay. If you feel that your first draft, or you can write down the first draft and write down the heading like this. Okay. For example, write it down first draft. Okay. You write it down in pen. Okay, let's say if you want to make sure that, okay, if this is only final and I do not have much time, then don't write the heading first draft. First, write it down in pen. If you still feel that you're exceeding the word limit, score it out and write down first draft. Okay, and then below, write down final draft and then write down your final one. Correct? Did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So, but make sure you're managing the time. So if you feel that your first draft itself would be good enough, first write it in pen. Then if you feel that it's not that good and some words can be removed, score it out, write down first draft on top and then write down final draft and then take down the best words from this. Okay, take down the best sentences after cutting short.
Okay.
Rishi, the maximum time that you can take for Pressy is around, let's say, I would say 5 minutes. Definitely not more than that. 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. Not more than that. 5 minutes. Okay, clear? Yes, guys. Because see, what happens with letter and all of that, you know, they will take less time. Even though the marks are, the weightage is higher, they will take less time because there's a prescribed format. In Pressy, what happens is there's no prescribed format. So you have to read it, you have to write it down, you have to understand it. So it can take, so note making takes a little bit of time and Pressy takes a little bit of time. That we have to compensate it by doing our RCs very quickly, doing our active passive very quickly, doing our direct indirect speech very quickly. So there we can compensate for this. And letter writing, if you have a good format ready with you, you just have to fill in the details here and there. So though they might carry more marks, but those areas we can definitely cut it short. Note making, Pressy will take you, note making, Pressy and writing your report and article. These are definitely more time consuming. Clear everyone? Because there's no prescribed format. It all depends upon the question. Okay. Good guys, come on. Okay. Right. Now, let us start with a new chapter, guys. Actually, it's the last chapter in the order of your book, which is meetings. Meetings. Guys, this chapter is actually very nice and easy. I'm sure all of you will enjoy this chapter. The reason is, guys, you do not even have to do much work in it. You don't have to think about much because there is, again, a definite format. There is not a lot of scope for creativity. It's just factual details. It's just factual details. Guys, how many of you have attended webinars? How many of you have attended online meetings, webinars, even your school, let's say functions, whenever your school functions happen, let's say it's an annual day function, correct? Let's say it's an annual day function, okay, and they are coming up with an invitation. What do they attach along with the invitation? Agenda? Yes or no, guys? An agenda is attached with webinars, an agenda is attached with meetings, an agenda has always been attached with our annual day functions. Yes or no? Yes or no? Welcome ceremony, then dance, skit, etc. Yes or no? All those agendas, you know, used to be attached. Yes. So before you write down, before you conduct any official meeting, guys, you have to send an agenda to all the participants of the meeting. So you will be asked to draft the agenda of the meeting. So first we will understand how do you draft the agenda of the meeting. Second, while the meeting is going on, there is always a person who's going to be noting down how the meeting is progressing. And then after the meeting is over, the person will write down or present, submit the minutes of a meeting. What are the minutes of a meeting, guys? What are the minutes of a meeting? If you have seen Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha discussions, agenda is always there. What is minutes of the meeting, guys? Someone has to present the minutes of the meeting also if you've studied in your civics. What is minutes of the meeting? The key happenings of the meeting. So who spoke, who gave a presentation, what was discussed. Yeah, like a small synopsis, or you can call it as a small summary of the meeting. Correct, Akash? Who spoke, etc. And then what action was taken and follow up. Like when will there be a follow up on it? What has to be done? What deadlines were decided? So a small synopsis or a summary of the meeting. And then after, let's say, okay, Rishi, agenda and propaganda. See, agenda and propaganda, agenda has different meetings. Now, this agenda is different. Agenda here means your schedule or your plan. What is your agenda? What is your agenda means what have you decided? What is your priority? What have you decided? What is your plan of action? What is your, let's say, yeah, what is your plan of action? That is called as agenda. Now, propaganda is a lot of political parties, a lot of people when they give political speeches, they always have a propaganda in mind. Propaganda is generally looked at a slightly negative connotation, a slightly negative connotation. It could also mean like a hidden agenda or an ultimate plan. Why have you done this? Finally, what do you want to achieve by this? That could be a propaganda. Okay. See, for example, let us say let's say a politician. I'll just give you a simple example. Let's say a politician visits a place of worship. A politician visits a place of worship. The propaganda behind it could be to persuade the voters of that particular religion. That you cannot call it as an agenda. That you will call it as a propaganda. Did you understand this? For vote bank politics and all of that. That is called as propaganda. Did you understand the difference? Okay, right. Okay, so you have to prepare agenda, minutes, and ATR. What is ATR? ATR is action taken report. Action taken report. Okay, in the minutes of the meeting, they would say that, okay, for example, by 5th, okay, the following solutions should have been addressed, or the following solutions should have been implemented. Action taken report will say, yes, what was discussed in the meeting, did it happen or not? Was the action taken or not? Okay, so don't worry guys, let's see the prescribed format, and this is a very, very easy chapter. Okay, so all of you would find it really interesting, simple. Chalo, let's discuss it. Yeah. Okay, see, for an agenda, this is the format that I want all of you to follow. Okay, it's a prescribed format. Agenda is always written in a tabular format. Okay, so tabular format, guys, please make sure that these are the columns. Correct, in a way, Adarsh. Yes. Okay, so now, first time, topic, attendees, speaker, duration. These columns, you have these 5 columns first, your agenda is prepared. Now, 9 a.m. Now see guys, there are certain standard content which has to feature in all the agendas. Okay, what are the, okay, always first an introduction. Okay, then depending upon what the meeting is for, whether it's the launch of a new product, whether it is the opening of a new branch, whether it is decision to be taken about falling sales, whatever it is. So discussing upcoming strategy, what is the meeting called for, that topic you will write it down. Make sure that you have breaks. Okay, what is open house? Open house is question answer round. You can also say Q&A session or open house. Anybody can speak. And thank you note. These introduction, break, open house, thank you note. These are standard. These are standard and they should feature in all of our agendas. Did you all understand this, guys? Okay, now let's be a little careful also. See, make sure that your introduction, how much time will it take? 15 minutes. Okay, discussing this, when there's a discussion, that would take more time. So I would say probably half an hour. AM. See the format. Tea break, again, let's say it could be for around 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, thank you note, 11:50. Okay, so please make sure that, so that means you've kept 10 minutes for the thank you note. So the meeting began and ended at 12. So depending upon this, 9 to 15. So write 15 minutes. 15 to 45, 30 minutes. 45 to, see this. 15 minutes. 30 minutes. So this column, once you fill it up, this column will automatically fill up on its own. Correct. First two columns. Did all of you understand this? Automatically will fill up. Then you write down the topic. Okay. In that topic, introduction, thank you note, open house, break. Try to include it. Okay. Maximum, you just have to think about 1 or 2 additional points. That's all. Okay. Now, name of the attendees. Okay, name of the participants, name of the participants, name of the participants, all participants' name. So you will ask me, ma'am, do we have to repeat the name of the participants everywhere? What do you think? Do you have to keep on repeating the names of all participants? What do you think? Come on, guys, what do you think? Do you have to keep on repeating the names of all participants? Yes or no? Think, guys, everyone, use a little bit of logic. See, how would you write down? We have to use a little bit of logic and a little bit of understanding. Come on. Okay, Adarsh, Akash, Pavan say no. Dhruva says yes. Then how would you write it down, guys, if I'm not repeating the names of the participants again and again and again? How would you write it down then? How would you write it down then? How would you mention this? Come on, guys, waiting for your suggestions. Come on. Come on, everyone. Employees, okay? Okay, employees. What about the others? What do the others feel? What do the others feel? Directors for introduction. Introduction, okay. Students, but it is for companies. This is for companies, guys. This is for companies. Okay, right, guys, let's understand this. Don't worry. See, you do not have to write names of participants again and again and again. We will see how to write down the attendees column. I will show it to you because you cannot keep writing. If there are 10 members, you cannot keep writing down 10 members, guys. Generally, that depends upon the type of meeting it is. For example, if the meeting is a marketing meeting, okay, if it's a marketing meeting, you will not write Mr. Gupta, Mr. Sharma, Mrs. Sohan, this, that, this. You will not keep on writing it. You will probably say, okay, all marketing executives, all division heads, all branch managers. Did you understand this, guys? You can also write down the category rather than the names. So I will show it to you how that has to be integrated. Okay, so these two columns we will see with the help of a live example. Okay, but did you understand, guys? So name of the speaker, one of them could be addressing. Name of the speaker, designation of the speaker. Name of the speaker, designation for the speaker. We will see it. Come on, let's see it with a live example. Chalo. I will scroll down and I will show it to you. Okay, suppose, see this. The managing committee, everyone, see this example. The managing committee of Bharat Siksha Institute has decided to bring changes in the English and accountancy syllabus for the first year course. Mr. Kamal Kumar, the academic dean of the institute, has been assigned the task of convening a meeting of all stakeholders, subject experts, college lecturers, students, and members of print and publishing department. Do you think that now you will write all their names? Those who said that you will write all the names, do you think that you can write all their names here? Can you write the names of all the students, all the lecturers? Can you write it down? No, you cannot do that. So that is when categories will come into. So lecturers of commerce department, students, final year students. Correct. So you will write down categories more importantly. For the dean, etc., you can mention because that would be one person, but otherwise you would write down the categories of the attendees. Is this clear now, guys? Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Yes. Okay. Okay. Right. And we will prepare a sample agenda, but let's keep just following this trend once. Okay. Now, minutes of a meeting. Let's understand what minutes of the meeting is, and then let's put all of these together with the help of an example. See, now for minutes of the meeting, all of you should mention the following points. Listen to this carefully. The date of the meeting, please understand this, guys. The date of the meeting, the time of the meeting. Names of all attending the meeting. If names are not possible, then categories. If names are not possible, categories. Otherwise, names should come. The correction and amendments made with reference to the previous meeting minutes. Decisions taken about each agenda item. Necessary steps. Future plan of action. Date and time of next meeting. Let's see this. Let's understand this with an example. Look at this, guys. Look at this example, everyone. Okay, look at this example. First, what should come? First, what should come, guys? Note down the order. What is written here first? What is written first? Date of the meeting. Okay, first, obviously minutes, chalo. Then date of the meeting. Time. Meeting started at 9 a.m. Meeting started at 9 a.m. You can also write down here attendees. Okay, you can write down attendees. So in attendees, you can write down, let's say, product heads, regional managers, marketing heads, marketing executives. Okay, or look at this. Point by point, you can go across how the meeting took place. So let's code this out for now. Let's incorporate it later. Mr. Ramesh, chairperson, gave an introduction. Why? Why, guys? Follow the agenda of the meeting. What was the first point in the agenda? What was the first point in the agenda, guys? What was the first point in the agenda? Introduction. So, Mr. Ramesh, the chairperson, gave an introduction. I would suggest that you write down the full name of the person or write down the last name. Mr. Ramesh Kumar, chairperson, gave an introduction. Mr. Kamlesh Mehta, product head, because the second topic in the agenda was discussing about the launch of the new product. So Mr. Kamlesh, product head, spoke about the new product. Ms. Shalini, regional manager, gave a detailed project report because the third point in the agenda was project report. The third point in the agenda was project report. Participants approved of Mr. Shalini's report, appreciated the meticulous detailing. Meticulous means careful, attention to detail. Okay. Then, Mr. Rahman discussed the market scene because the next point in the meeting was market trends. So, the chairperson gave an introduction. The product head discussed about the launch of the new product, submitted the project report with all the details, discussed the market trends. As and how the agenda is flowing, the minutes are flowing. Details of costing. Who were a part of it? Finance team were a part of this presentation, means finance team came in only after the tea break for this part. They were not there before. The chairperson declared an open house. So declared an open house for participants to put across their concern and gave a vote of thanks. Conclusion stating, proposal for more funds put forward. What should be the solution or what should be the action to be taken? Tenders to be released. ATR will be submitted on 12th June. ATR, this should always be your last line. ATR means action taken report. Action taken report will be submitted by 12th of June. Okay, so how should it flow? See guys, how should it flow? Your minutes should flow in. It's very, very technical, guys. There is no scope for any adjectives here. Just write the date, meeting started at, every item of the agenda, along with who was the person who spoke, any new team members joined in. Okay, last, vote of thanks, conclusion stated. Then what has been like future action and ATR. Did you all understand this, guys? Yes or no? Date, meeting started at, gave an introduction. Every point that you've written in your agenda, one line on that point with who was the person who did it. Then what was the future action in 1 or 2 lines, and action taken report to be submitted by. Yes or no? Everyone clear with this? Clear with this? I will work it out exactly and show you with a live example. But are you getting to understand? Have you understood the format, guys? Yes, good. Only Rishi, Akash, what about the others? Okay. Action taken report. Action taken report will be submitted by 12th June. So action taken report date is going to be 12th June. If the meeting was conducted on 5th June, please make sure that you give at least, let's say 5 to 7 or 10 days time. Because tenders to be released. Proposal for more funds put forward. As per the meeting held on 5th June at the head office of SV Technologies, following actions have been reported. After the meeting, what has been done? The client had complied to deliver the goods by 4th June, work done. The client has asked for more time for installation. The order has been retained, client's proposal has been agreed to. Just the action taken report. So for example, for this meeting, the action taken report will be a proposal for proposal for more funds. You tell me, what will be the action taken report? Proposal for more funds passed. Correct. To 25% of the project budget released. Tenders released. Yes or no, guys? Whatever is to do with the conclusion, based on that, you will write the action taken report. Clear, everyone? Yes? One, maximum 2 or 3 points. Tenders released, quotations received. Okay. Then, director, sales and marketing, director, business. Just write the designation of the person. That's all. You can write down the name of the person also, or write down the designation of the person. So, director, sales and marketing. That's all. Director, sales and marketing. That's all. Undersigned director, sales and marketing. Undersigned product head, XYZ product division. Just write down the name and the designation. Undersigned means that person would have affixed his seal or signature below. That is why undersigned has come. Okay. Did all of you understand this? Okay. Now, let us look at an example. Okay. Let's look at an example, guys. Just give me 1 minute. Right. Let us try out all the 3 as an example. So let us say the meeting is about opening of a new branch. Okay. First, guys, first topic would be your agenda. Okay. Now, everyone tell me, what are the different columns in agenda? Everyone, guys, tell me, what are the different columns in agenda? Let's frame it here and now. What are the different, how many columns are there in agenda? Time, then topics. I will take 1 more column. After time, topic, no, Akash, not only 3, remember, time, topic, participants, or attendees, speaker, duration. There are 5 columns, correct? What are the 5 columns? First column is time. Second column is topic. Third column is attendees or participant. Fourth column is speaker. And fifth column is duration. Okay, let's fill it up quickly, guys. Let's fill it up quickly. Okay, first fill up your topics. What are the topics? If it's opening of a new branch, what are your topics? Introduction. Okay, introduction. Come on. Then after introduction, discussing about. Tell me, guys, new branch. What are you thinking so much about? Acha, you're writing, Akash. Okay. Come on, everyone, pitch in with your suggestions, guys. Tell me. Second topic. So you're opening a new branch. Lightening the lamp. Adarsh, how in a meeting will you light the lamp? If you're telling this sarcastically, it's okay. You're not, Gare, guys, this is not the branch opening function. It's about the discussion about the branch. I'm talking about the discussion about the branch. Okay, good, you're sarcastic, good. Okay. Guys, will you write down area selected in the topic? No, you will not write down the area selected. Okay, you tell me, who all would attend the meeting? If it's a new branch, discussion about the new branch, who all would, yearly budget, why will you present the yearly budget for branch? Okay, you will, there would be the directors. Okay, who else would be there? Who else would be there? Managers, MD, employees. Would you ask all the branch employees to be present in the meeting? You have to take a decision about opening the new branch. Acha, chalo guys, no, you're not understanding this. Okay, I'll work out a easier topic for you first. All because what you're telling me is all the employees of the branch, which teams are involved? At least tell me which teams are involved when you're opening a new branch. What are the teams which are involved? Okay, right guys. So first would be your introduction. Okay, you can say discussing. Just say discussing about the new branch. In the meetings, we'll elaborate on it. Write project report. Okay, write tea break. Budget presentation. Because most of you have said finance, so budget presentation. Or if you want, you can also write down. Okay, you can also write down, guys, who presents the blueprint, etc. Who presents the blueprint? Operations team presentation. Okay, budget presentation. Okay, you can also add on, guys, but then your minutes will also include. Okay, marketing team, how to do the promotion. The marketing presentation. Okay. Then open house. Okay, open house. And what is the last one? Vote of thanks. Yes? All of you agree with this, guys? Introduction, discussing about the new branch, location, employees, number of employees, all of that, hours, operational, everything. Project report will be presented. Tea break, operations team presentation. Actually, the project report only will be submitted by the operations team. So you can exclude this also. Why do we simply add on? Chalo, budget presentation, marketing presentation, open house, and vote of thanks. Okay. Now, tell me, timings. Let's start the meeting, let's say at 9. Okay, so 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. Then introduction will go on for 15 minutes, right? So 9:15 a.m. The discussion for the new branch, let's say, goes on for 1 hour. So 10:15 a.m. Okay. Then tea break happens, let's say, at 11 a.m. Okay, the budget presentation starts, let's say, at 11:15 a.m. Okay, it goes on till, let's say, 12, and then 12, let's say 1 hour. So 12:15 p.m. or 12 noon. Okay, the marketing open house happens at 1 p.m. And then vote of thanks would be given at 1:30 p.m. Okay, done, guys. Or you can tell this, let's say this is at 1:20 p.m. Okay, 20 minutes of question round. So duration, tell me everyone, what would be the duration? 15 minutes. Correct? Similarly, you can fill it for the others, guys. This would be 15 minutes. This would be 1 hour. Or you can write down 60 minutes. So on. This you can fill up. Yes or no, guys? You can fill this up. Yes or no? Can we fill this up? Yes. Accordingly, we will fill this up. Okay. Vote of thanks will go on for, let's say, 10 minutes. This, all of you will fill it up. Okay. Now, let us understand attendees. Okay. Attendees. Now, you can write down the names of the participants also, especially the important ones. Now, see, guys, how it goes about. Now, tell me, okay, for example, Mr. Adarsh Jha. What do we make you, Adarsh? What do we make you? What do we make you? Okay, let's say director. Okay. Then, Mr. let's say Akash Kumar. Okay. What are you, Akash? Operations head, operations. Okay. Miss, let's say, who should we take? Hasika, chalo. Miss Hasika, let's say Gupta, head, finance. Okay. Okay, similarly, Mr. Rishi Verma, head, marketing. Okay. Right. Operations team, branch operations team, let's say the finance team will come in only at the budget presentation, let's say. Okay, marketing team will come in. Okay, so let us say the meeting starts off with the following people. Okay, so now you will write down all participants. Okay, project report again, all participants. All participants. Finance team. Okay, all participants and marketing executives. Yes or no, guys? Are you understanding it? These have come in only for this part of the presentation. Before, they were not there. Why should they sit across project report, etc.? They have come in only for their part. Did you understand this, guys? Or you can write down and senior finance executives. You can also put it in this way. Senior finance executives, Mr. Kushal Verma and Miss Richa Gupta. Okay, are you understanding, guys, how it goes? Yes or no? Did you understand this? All participants. If it's the same, you can also put in ditto marks. You can also put in ditto marks, guys. Instead of writing all participants, you can also put in these ditto marks. Yes or no? Are you understanding this? Okay, Dhruva, C. Attendees, first you write down the main people and their names. So director, head operations, head of finance, head of marketing, operations team. Okay, then if it's the same people, you can also put in ditto marks. You can also put in ditto marks. Okay, tea break, all participants. Now in the finance team, you can say all participants and senior finance executives. All participant and marketing executives, then you mention their name. So those who are joining only for the new part, write down their names. Did you understand this, guys? Yes or no? Clear? Everyone is clear. I hope you're noting it down also, guys. Okay. See, Dhruva, first write down the time. Then you will write down the topic. Introduction, discussing about the new branch, project report, budget presentation, marketing presentation. Whatever needs to happen. Attendees, write down the main attendees, their name, designation, name, designation, name, designation. Keep separating them with semicolons. If for only this part of the presentation after tea break, finance executives have joined. So you will write down all participants and senior finance executives, Mr. Kushal Verma and Ms. Richa Gupta. Only for this presentation they came. Okay, if it is college, lecturers, students, principal, vice principal, all degree lecturers, all students. So then you can write down the categories as well. Clear? Okay, speaker, guys, come on quickly. Who gave the introduction speech? Who gave the introduction speech? Mr. Adarsh Jha, director. Okay, discussing about the new branch, the new project, the new branch that was given by, let's say, Akash Kumar, head of operations. Okay, then project report was given by, attendees are the participants, attendees are the participants. Okay, understood, guys? The project report was presented by, acha chalo, why leave Abhiram, chalo, Mr. Abhiram Sharma. Operations manager. Okay, tea break, nothing. Budget presentation, Mr. Kushal Verma. Okay, finance executive, senior finance executive. Okay, marketing presentation. Let's say Mr. Dhruva Kumar. Let's say senior marketing executive. Okay, open house. Open house. Because everyone is going to speak, you will write down all participants or all members. Okay, vote of thanks again. Done. Clear, guys? Now, everyone understood this? Everyone understood this? Guys, there cannot be a senior CEO. CEO is CEO. You can have others, you can have 2 or 3 CEO, but you cannot have a senior CEO. Okay, clear, guys? Any doubts with this? Yes or no? If it's the same people, go ahead and put ditto marks. That's also okay. Did you understand this? If you're mentioning market executives, who are they? Write down in bracket Mr. Dhruva Kumar and one more person. Because I'm typing, it's taking me so much time. Writing your speed would be faster. Okay, everyone clear? Good. Okay, let's prepare the minutes for this meeting. Let's prepare the minutes for this meeting. Okay, now see this. The minutes. Okay, first you will write down date. Then you will write down, what will you write down next, guys? Meeting started. What will you write down? Okay. Also, guys, if you want to make it a little more formal, no, you can also write down XYZ, let's say technologies. Write down the name of the company. Okay, write down the agenda. So new branch meeting. Okay, you can also write down the topic. That's also okay. New branch opening meeting. That's also fine. Then you can write down the date. Let's say 28th July 2020. 28th July 2020. Okay, you can write down time. Meeting started at 9 a.m. Okay, venue can also be included. Conference room 2. Okay, in attendance. In attendance. Yes or no, guys? Did you understand this? Sorry, new. Did you understand this, guys? You can also write down the name of the company, the topic of the meeting, the date, the time, the venue, and in attendance. Who are in attendance? All of these people will be lifted. Okay, right, clear. Did you understand this? Now, you can also write down, see, for example, there were also marketing executives. No, head of marketing here and 2 members of his team. Mr. Dhruva Kumar and Miss Richika Sharma. Did you understand this, guys? Yes or no? And 2 members of his team, within brackets, write down the name of those 2 members. Did you understand this, guys? Yes? Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Clear, good. Okay, now guys, come on, let's not, I'm not going to type out the entire minutes for you. Let's discuss it through the agenda itself. Okay. First one, Mr. Adarsh Jha, Director. Mr. Adarsh Jha, Director, gave the introduction. Okay, or introduced the agenda of the meeting. Mr. Adarsh Jha, the Director, introduced the agenda about the meeting. Correct. Mr. Akash Kumar, Head of Operations, gave a detailed presentation about the new branch. Look, within brackets, you can write down location, hours of operation, floor plan, blueprint, etc. All of that you can mention. Okay, Mr. Abhisham Sharma, Operations Manager, gave a detailed project report about. Write down about what. Okay, then Mr. Kushal Verma, the Senior Finance Executive, presented the finance budget. Yes or no? Presented the finance budget. Changes were made to the finance budget considering the suggestions of the members. Mr. Dhruva Kumar, Senior Marketing Executive, presented the marketing plan. Within brackets, promotions, online promotions, offline promotions, print media promotions, social media promotions, brand ambassador, write down. What all? Okay. Open house. Yes or no? All the participants, all their queries were clarified and pitched, and they presented their suggestions. Mr. Adarsh Jha, Director, presented the vote of thanks. Conclusion stated. Okay, now what is a future action, guys? What is a future action that could be taken? What could the future action be? Release of budget. Okay, release of budget. Print media promotions should to be started. Print media promotions to be started. Release of the new budget. Okay, yeah, tenders to be released for, let's say, procuring office equipment, etc. Tenders to be released. Okay, next meeting to be held on. Give 1 month gap, let's say 28th August 2020. Action taken report to be submitted on. Okay, let's say 10th August. That's all, guys. That will be your minutes of the meeting. Did all of you understand this? Did all of you understand this? Yes or no? Clear? Whatever is the agenda, I'm just writing it down in sentences. That's all. Whatever is the agenda, I'm just writing that down in sentences. Next meeting, action taken report. Okay, now action taken report. Okay, action taken report. What will you write down? Action taken report, everyone. See this. Write down the date. We have decided that on 10th August action. So 10th August 2020, as per the meeting held on 28 July 2020 at the head office of XYZ Technologies, following actions have been reported. Okay, the budget, the 25% of the budget has been released. Print media promotions launched. So Dhruva, write that when the action taken report is to be submitted. As per the meeting held on 28th July 2020 at the head office of XYZ Technologies, following actions have been reported. Meeting, okay. Tenders for procurement of office furniture and equipment has been released and quotations received. So whatever the three things, budget, marketing plan was to be implemented, budget was to be released, and tenders were to be released. So those three things have been done. Okay, undersigned director. You can just write down director business or branch man. You can write down undersigned director, let's say operations. Okay, undersigned director, Adarsh Jha. Did you all understand this, guys? They're just going to see your particulars. Nobody is really worried about whether you have written the correct name and the correct designation or not. but it should not be too out of the way also. Okay. Did you all understand this, guys? Whatever 3 points were decided should be taken or should be done, that has been done. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? So once you write the agenda, your meetings will be naturally flow. Whatever you write down in the meeting, the last 2 or 3 points that needs to be done, that will come in your action taken report. Okay, everybody clear with this? Clear? All of you? You want me to repeat any point again, guys? Okay, action taken report. Yes, I'll repeat action taken report once more. See, based on the meeting, they had decided that proposal for more funds is put forward and tenders are to be released. So action taken report basically means various actions taken as per the discussions made. Whatever they had discussed, whether that has been done or not, that is called as action taken report. So based on the meetings, whatever had been discussed or decided, whether those things have been implemented or not, that is called as action taken report. Okay. So if they say tenders to be released, action taken report, tenders have been released, tenders were released and quotations have been received. Proposal for more funds put forward, proposal for more funds put forward and accepted, budget 25% of the budget released. So whatever decisions they had taken here, that whether the decisions have been fulfilled or not. If they had decided, okay, print media promotion should start. So print media promotions launched on 1st August 2020, work done. Whether it was done or not, that is what you have to take into consideration, Dhruva. So mention the date of the action taken report. In the meeting, you will write down ATR will be submitted 12th June. So 12th June action taken report, first mention the date. As per the meeting held, when the meeting was held, which company. Write down just 2 or 3, whatever you have decided, whether that work has been done or not. So done, funds released, marketing promotions launched, okay. Office equipment tenders released, quotations received, and then just sign off. Clear, everyone? Did you all understand this now? Clear, Dhruva? Very short, yeah, just 3 or 4 lines. Clear now? Okay, others should depends. Now, they can also give you only meetings. Okay, they can give you only agenda. They can give you agenda and ATR. They can give you agenda, ATR and minutes, or they can give you only minutes. They can give you components. So depending upon the components, it would come. So for example, generally you can expect it to be for around 5 to 6 marks. Okay, clear? Yes, okay. Very good, guys. Now, so, okay. Guys, look at question A. Okay, now see. The Managing Committee of Bharat Siksha Institute has decided to bring changes in the English and Accountancy syllabus for the first year course. Mr. Kamal Kumar, the Academic Dean of the Institute, has been assigned the task of convening or calling a meeting. Subject experts, who will be the subject experts? Your English professor, accountancy professor, all the college lecturers, or it could be subject experts as in, don't say you brought in Shakespeare, Tolstoy and all of that. Okay, yeah, HOD. Okay, HOD of the English department, correct. College lecturers, students and members of print and publishing department. So the attendees have been given to you. Write down the name of the academic dean, write down the name of the subject experts. College, you can just mention lecturers, students and let's say Mr. Adarsh Jha, Mr. Akash Kumar, let's say manager, ABC Publishing House. Did you understand this? No, Narendra Modi's, guys. Okay, did you understand this? Yes or no? Who will be the attendees? The print and publishing department, you can write down the name. Okay. Dean, you should write down the name. Subject experts, you can write down the names. Lecturers and students. HOD, you can write down the name. Correct. So Kamal Kapoor, you will write down the agenda. See, all the suggestions have been given here. So, introduction, review previous syllabus. Okay. Yeah, Chadash. Go ahead. Invite him to our tomorrow's class. Let's see. Okay. So go ahead, guys, and you will frame the agenda. And you will write the minutes of the meeting. So, previous syllabus reviewed, redundant topics identified, suggested inclusion of the latest relevant content. For example, the current literature. Instead of using the old literature, current literature. Okay, accountancy syllabus. You can say decided to include the new, let's say, international format for accountancy reporting, etc. Time frame. This is very important. Based on this, your action taken report will be written. Okay. Did you understand this, guys? I will not give you much clues. I want you to write it down tomorrow and get it. Will all of you write it down, guys? Yes or no? Will all of you work on this? Good. Very good, guys. Yes, you will think about it and then we will see. Stay professional, guys. Stay within the limits of the question. See what should be done. Write down a short agenda, short tabular agenda, minutes of the meeting and action taken report. Okay. Done. Okay. Right. Now, guys, okay. 1 minute. Tomorrow's chapter, what we're going to start off with tomorrow, is called as the communication chapter. That is very, very crucial because there are definitely in every section that you get, like every question that you get, question whether it's 7, 8, 9, 10, there will definitely be 1 or 2 questions from that chapter for around 2 marks. Definitely 2 marks, so you will get. What is communication? What are the barriers to communication? What is para language? What is the process of communication? Explain grapevine. Okay, so you will definitely get questions from that. So I can say almost 10 marks of your 40 marks is dependent on that chapter. Almost 25%, that is, of your business communication is dependent on that chapter. And that chapter is purely theoretical. It is purely theoretical. Okay, it's purely theory. So now we will discuss all the important aspects in terms of a mind mapping and a word map. Communication chapter, Dhruva, this chapter. First chapter, process of communication, types of communication. So I have tried to make it as, what do you say, a picture or a diagram or a table is much more easier to understand. So I've tried to put it as, I've deleted all the irrelevant content. Whatever is need to know, I've put it across and I've made sure that there are a lot of diagrams, etc. for you to be able to understand and register and picture. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, now, so this is the chapter and then there's a case study which we will discuss. So the chapter is purely theoretical, guys, which you will have to read. 25 marks, Pavan, not always, but. Acha, I'm saying, okay. I'm talking about after selection, how many marks? I'm talking about after selection, how many marks? Correct. So not 25 marks, 25%. 25% will be from this chapter. So I want to say your BCR is for how many marks, guys, totally? BCR is for how many marks? BCR is for 40 marks, correct? So out of that 40 marks, if I say 25%, that will become 10 marks. So 10 marks will be from this chapter, more or less. 10 to 12 marks is from this chapter. So 25% is from this chapter. Okay, now it's purely theoretical, guys, which we are not going to do it about it that way. We are going to do it in a very interesting and mind mapping sort of a way. And I want you to come up with your suggestions and solutions as well, because there is no right and wrong. For example, when I say technology barrier, you will tell me, ma'am, these are the technology barriers. Ma'am, these are the attitude barriers. Ma'am, these are the perception barriers. So we will discuss it in a very interactive manner so that it also registers and it does not become very theoretical. So I want all of you to attend tomorrow's session because it's a very crucial session. 25%, that is around 10 to 12 marks from this chapter. And instead of, theory, I'm sure all of you can read on your own. So I don't want to go, okay, guys, this is ill health, poor eyesight, hearing difficulties, or other physiological barriers. No, that is not the way in which we're going to go about this chapter. We're going to make it very interesting. Okay, now, guys. Now, I have a innovate. Okay, this is how we can go about the chapter as well. Can I divide all of you into teams? Okay, and all of you have to, I will give you time to speak and you have to brief the other students about what you understand from this. And then I will give you the mind map for this. Shall we do that? Can I divide all of you into teams and give you sections which all of you will work on and make a presentation tomorrow? Yes or no, guys? Voice presentation works. Voice presentation works. Okay, good, guys. So you're going to do that. We'll make it very interactive and very interesting, and it should register. Ma'am, barriers was my topic, ma'am. So it's your responsibility to make your other students and your other friends understand what, and then I will definitely pitch in and we will make it easier for everyone. Okay, yes, let's go ahead and do that. Right, guys. So let's make tomorrow's session and discussion really interesting. And it is all up to you guys to help your friends explain, and then I will give you an overview as well. Okay, guys? Chalo. So see you tomorrow. Bye, Dhruva. Swedish and Portuguese. And you told me the pronunciation of Hasika Anyong. Okay. Are they Turkish Adarsh today? Very good. Bye, guys. Take care. Write down the assignments. Okay, go through the notes. If you have any doubts, please do ask me tomorrow. Okay, guys? Chalo, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, today you'll send the homework, no, ma'am?
Yeah, I will send the assignments as well.
You said you'll send the homework today, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. I will send it to you. I will type it out and send it to you. Okay.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Take care, everyone. Bye. Acha, is it Gule Gule or how is it, Adarsh? Bye-bye. Same. Okay. Bye, guys. Take care, everyone.